So this is everyone. Okay, small group tonight. Okay, all right. Well, it's good to see you guys. So I'll
Good to
begin.
see you, Michelle. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice that you can spend some time to speak English with all the students here on Sunday.
It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but in the Western world, we are celebrating fathers all over the world. So it's a big thing. Today we're paying tribute to all the men who have, played a part in the family. Okay.
We feel a little bit difficult to hear from your side, Michelle, maybe because that the microphone is a bit far from your mouth.
I'm not so sure. Are you hearing me better?
Can you hear Michelle well?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Can you hear me well? Can you hear me well?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Hear you
Okay.
well.
Okay. All right. So.
So that maybe because my loudspeaker. No problem. The
I don't
students
know.
are more important than me. Okay, so if they can hear you well, that's great.
I hear you well, but I not understand.
So Tam says he doesn't understand, but we haven't started yet, Tam. We haven't started. Okay. So may I go ahead, Tam? May I start? Okay, so guys, we are talking about traveling tonight. Many of us, we love to travel. We love to visit new places. So we're going to talk about traveling. So Tam, I'm going to start with you, the gentleman first. So have you ever traveled abroad?
I have not been travel abroad. Yes.
I have not traveled abroad yet. So I have not traveled abroad as yet. Okay. Okay. So if you got the opportunity, Jam, if you were able to, which country would you like to visit? Where would you like to go?
Yes. If I have a opportunity to travel abroad, yes, I wish to visit to Thailand, Singapore, Chinese, Japan.
China. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So you would like to visit Asian countries. You
Yes.
mentioned China, Japan, Thailand. Okay. Okay. Why those countries, Tam? Why do you want to visit those countries?
I think each country has the different culture.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Can I learn from them?
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
For example, interesting local culture, beautiful scenery, and
Okay.
and food.
Okay. Okay. So you want to enjoy the beautiful scenery and the food of
Yes.
these Asian countries, China, Japan. Uh, okay. But what about the other countries, Tam? What about places like Europe? What about places like North America? Are you interested in those countries as well?
Yes. I want to country Europe, but I not enough money.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. So you'd like to visit Europe, but
Yes.
you don't have enough money. In other
Yes.
words, it's too expensive.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. Thank you, Tam. Thank you. Thank you for
And
sharing.
yourself.
Sure. So, Hein, hello, Hein. We're talking about traveling tonight. So, have you ever had the opportunity to travel abroad?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
Um,
nice.
I went to Japan 8 years ago, but for a study trips. For study
Ah,
trip. So I lived in Japan
did you
about
say, I'm sorry, did you say a scholarship? Scholarship?
study trip. Study
Ah,
trip.
study trip.
Yes,
Ah, study trip. Okay, okay. Nice, nice. Mhm.
yes. So I lived in Japan about 2 years.
Ah, awesome,
Uh,
awesome.
uh, during my time in Japan, I was very busy. So as you know, Japan is famous as many society. For example, Golden Church or uh, Shiva Church. Đúng không nhỉ? but
Uh,
I, my every day I was very busy. So I
okay.
beside studying, I also has a part-time job. So
Ah,
I didn't have many opportunity to travel in Japan.
so you didn't have many opportunities to go sightseeing,
Yes,
because you had a part-time job as well
yes,
as studying, you had a part-time job, right?
yes.
Wow. Okay, so do you speak Japanese?
Japan is a very beautiful country.
So, so
I like it.
okay, okay, but I'm asking you, Hein, so are you able to speak a little Japanese? Do you speak Japanese?
Yes, I can speak English, and now I'm a Japanese teacher.
Ah, that's
Yes,
awesome. Awesome. Wow.
yes,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
yes.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Heini.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Sure. So, Lou, how about you? How about you, Lou? We're talking about traveling. Have you ever had the opportunity to travel abroad?
Um, I would love to travel abroad, but I have never been.
Ah, you've never been. Okay. So if you had the opportunity maybe to go and study, which country would you like to go? Where would you love to go?
For me, the country that I want to go to is China.
Ah, China. Why China?
Uh, I study Chinese and I want to use my Chinese to communicate with the local person there.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes, I remember now. You were studying Chinese. Yes. So you want to be able to communicate with the locals, right?
Yes,
Yes, yes. Okay, okay, awesome, awesome. All right, thank you. Thank you, Lou. Thank you.
thank you.
So Lou wants to go to China, and Tam, he wants to visit other Asian countries. And Heini has had the chance to travel to Japan. Okay, guys. So you have been visiting places. Nice, nice. Uh, so on your last trip, I know we go on vacation sometimes. So Tam, on your last trip, where did you go? And what are
Uh,
some of the things that you did?
um, I went to Banner Hills Mountain.
Mhm.
Yes, I go to top mountain by cable car. Yes, Banner Hill as the central Vietnam.
Okay. Mhm.
Yes, uh, yes, had an altitude up about 1,489 meter.
Wow, that's very high.
Yes, about sea level. Yes,
Wow, wow,
yes.
wow, wow.
The,
So you went by cable car. Wow.
yes, uh, the climate is cool in summer and cold in the winter.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
in in the winter, sometimes temperature is under 5 degrees.
So in the winter, the temperature is -5 degrees.
Yes, yes, low.
Yes, very cold, right? Wow.
Yes, very cold.
Wow. So did you go with your family, Tam? What are some of the activities that you did?
Yes, I went to with family, with my family.
Mhm.
Yes.
And what are some of the activities that you did?
Sorry.
What are some of the things that you did?
Uh, I uh, I went working at here.
Sorry?
I was working at Banner Hill.
You were working at Banner Hill?
Yes.
Okay.
About 3 years ago.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So you worked there about 3 years ago.
Yes. Before COVID pandemic.
Pandemic.
Pandemic. Yes.
Okay, okay. So you went there with your family about 3 years ago, just before the pandemic, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. And how long did you stay at Banner Hill, Tam? How long did you stay there?
Yes. One night. One day, one night.
Just for a day. Okay, okay, okay. Nice, nice. All right.
Stay at hotel with my family 1 day, one night, and
Yeah.
I working at here at Bunny Hill about 3 years.
Oh, wow, wow. Okay, okay. Thank you, Tam. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
So thanks, Tam. You're welcome. So, Hein, would you like to share with us, Hein, where did you go on your last trip, and what are some of the things that you did? What are some of the things you saw?
Yes. Because of COVID epidemic, I haven't traveled far into last year. Into last year, I just went to the beach near my house with my family.
Okay, okay, okay. So, mhm.
And in the beach, I we ate seafood, and but I cannot swim, so I only see my friend and my husband swimming. Yeah.
So you watched your friends and you watched your husband
Yeah,
swimming.
yes, yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
And
So
next week I will go on a trip to Quảng Bình province with my colleagues.
Okay.
And now I'm looking
You're
forward this.
looking
Yes,
forward to this trip.
yes,
And that's next week,
yes.
next weekend.
Next week, yes, next week.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. Awesome.
in 3 days. In 3 days. Yes,
Okay, nice, nice.
yes.
Okay, okay. Well, I hope you will have lots of fun.
Thank you.
Sure, sure. Thank you, Hein. Lou, how about you? Can you share with us, please, where did you go on your last trip and what you did, some of the things you did? Lou? Lou, your microphone.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Um,
Thank you. So
I
we're looking
remember,
at question 2. Mhm.
yes, my most recent last trip was Huế.
Mhm.
It's a beautiful city near Da Nang City.
Okay.
I went there on holiday, May 30 and first feast last.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you clearly.
I went there on holiday, May 30.
You went there on May 30. Is
Là
that
lễ 30 tháng 4 mùng 1 tháng 5 hả anh?
on the Labor Day.
Ah, she went there on Labor Day. Ah, I see. And Labor Day, that's a national holiday. Right, Lou? Is that a national holiday?
Holiday.
International holiday, có nghĩa là ngày lễ quốc tế em á, tức là cả thế giới đều mừng ngày lễ này.
Dạ.
You can do it, Lou. Take your time. Take your time. So I went there on Labor Day.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. 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 And so what are some of the things you did? What did you do?
I went on a trip while filming a video introduction tourist attraction to complete the group exercise that the teacher gave us.
Ah, so you worked on did you say a group assignment?
Yes.
Ah, nice, nice. So you worked on a group assignment and you filmed a video. You made a video.
Yes.
Sounds exciting. Wow. Were you in the video? Were you a part of the video? Were you in the video, or did you film the video about other persons?
Oh, sorry, I cannot hear you.
You cannot hear me?
Yes.
Were you included in the video, Lou? Were you a part of the video? Were you included in the video, or was the video, did you just film other people?
My friends in a group in my class.
Ok, cô ở đây câu hỏi là em có nằm trong cái video đó không, hay em chỉ quay cái video đó thôi?
Dạ có.
Yes, I was in the video.
I was in a video.
Ah, you were in the video. Nice, nice. Okay, okay. Congrats. Thank you, Lou. Thank you. I've never been in a video before, so that's a big thing. Thank you, Lou. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome. So, Tam, if I were to come to Vietnam, if I were to take a trip to Vietnam, where or what is the best place to come for a vacation?
Yes, if you come to Vietnam, yes, Vietnam is have a many place for your vacation in my country.
Okay, where
Yes.
would you recommend?
If you like mountain, you should come Ban Hills mountain. Yes.
No, I don't like the mountains because I'm afraid of heights. Can you recommend? Can you please recommend somewhere else?
Where you like?
Okay, well, I like nature, so I like the beach. I like to
Yes.
be by the beach.
If you like beach, you should come Phú Quốc, Iceland.
Okay.
Yes, with the name is the Iceland as Phú Quốc City. Yes, Phú Quốc is south in Vietnam.
Okay, okay. And I also like food. So will I get a lot of street food there?
Yes, a lot of seafood, and long white sand.
Ah, nice white sand beaches. Ah.
Yes.
Okay, okay. All right, Tam. Well, it sounds great. It sounds similar to my home. So I think I like it already. Thank you, Tam. Thank you.
Hey, Michelle.
Sure. So, Heini, where would you recommend? What's the best place for a vacation? Where would you recommend?
Yes, I think that I have the same idea with Tom. I also think that the best place for a vacation, sorry, I
That's
think
okay.
the best. Sorry, I think the best place for a vacation
Mhm.
in my country is the Phuket Iceland.
Ah, okay.
But I haven't ever gone to. I have never gone to Phuket Iceland. But I am searching on the internet from my friend.
Mhm.
The information from my friend. So I think Phuket is an ideal destination for travel in this summer.
Okay, okay.
Here,
Is
here,
it,
I
it's
here I have been to Phuket Island. It's not beautiful.
So I didn't want to go there one time. So
Here,
yes,
because you live in the north in Vietnam, so it's not far from Cat Ba Island. Have you ever been to
ah,
Cat Ba Island?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Cat Ba Island.
I think Cat Ba Island or Bai Chi Long Island, they are
Oh,
more beautiful than Phuket Island. But Phuket Island they advertise very good. So people think Phuket Island is beautiful, but no, not very beautiful.
so
yeah. So
so guys, we see the power of advertising. We see how powerful a good advertisement is, right?
yes, I don't have many experience about travel in Vietnam. Sorry.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. Tan is the expert. Tan is the expert. So if he says it's not good, then you have to believe him because he's a tour guide, right?
Yes.
So he knows where all the beautiful spots are. All right.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Lou, can you tell us what is the longest time that you've been away from home, and did you feel homesick?
Um, the longest time I was away from home was probably when I went to university.
Okay. Okay, and remind us, how many years were you away at university?
It's 3 year,
Ah, you were
three
away for
years.
3 years. Okay, okay. So during those 3 years, did you visit home like on holidays, on weekends? Did you get a chance to go back to your hometown?
Yes, and every time I have a holiday, I
Uh-huh.
can only go home.
Okay, so every time that you got holiday, you returned home.
Yes,
Okay, did you get homesick? Did
yes,
you miss your family?
I miss my home very much.
Okay, so you were homesick. Okay, okay, okay. Um, Thank you, Lou. Thank you. Uh, Tam, what is the longest time that you've been away from home? What is the longest you've been away from your family?
Yes, I uh, I think 1 month. 1 month is time I have been away from home.
Did you say 1 month? 1 month?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, okay.
Uh, it's time back with me, but it's time back with me. Bad. B-A-D.
B-A-T?
B-A-D.
B-A-D.
Yes.
Did you say bad?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mean it was difficult? It was difficult. It was hard.
Hard.
So Tam, I think I misunderstood what Tam was saying initially. So he was talking about being away from his family, but he mentioned bad.
Yes. Each time I feel bad.
Okay, you felt
Yes.
bad. Mhm.
Yes. I feel bad again.
Okay.
Yes.
You felt bad. Did you feel bad because you missed your family, Tam? Did you feel bad because you
Yes.
missed your family?
Yes. I miss my wife and my my mother.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
So you were homesick. So I was homesick.
Yes.
I missed my wife and mother. I missed my family, right?
Yes.
So you felt bad. You felt maybe sad. So you felt sad, or you can say, I was unhappy. That's another word you can use.
Yes.
So I was sad, I was unhappy because I missed my family, right?
Yes. Yes. I miss her.
Okay, okay. Good job. Thank you, Tam. Thank you. So Heini, you mentioned that you were in Japan for a long time on a
Yeah,
study trip. So
yeah.
during that time, how was it for you? Were you homesick? Did you feel sad? Did you feel unhappy? How did
Uh,
you manage?
I felt very sad in the
Oh,
time I live in Japan. I
really?
felt very homesick, especially every test holidays when the whole family get together.
Mm, okay.
So I felt homesick very much.
Yes, yes, yes. Wow, wow.
I
That
think
must
that
have
is the
been,
long time. The longest time I have been away from home.
okay, okay, okay. But were you able to communicate regularly with your family? Were you able to do video calls? So now, even though we are far away from our families, we can still see them uh, virtually. We can still talk to them. Were you able to do those things? I know you were very busy, but were you able to communicate with them?
Uh, I uh, I communicate with my family on every last day. Nói đúng cho anh nhỉ? Như là, ờ, em hiểu cái câu của cô phải là em liên lạc với gia đình và vào khi nào phải không? Đúng thế không? Hay là sao anh?
Anh tập trung, sorry.
I'm sorry.
What did you say, Michelle?
So I was asking Hein, how did she manage? How did she communicate? Was she able to communicate via Skype or FaceTime with her family? How
Yes,
did she manage?
I communicate with my family via Zalo. Zalo. But
Zalo, okay.
yes, or chatting on Facebook. Like,
Okay, okay.
yes,
Okay, 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 nice, nice. So you
yes,
were able to keep in touch, you were able to communicate with them virtually.
yes.
Okay, okay. Well, that's not so bad, I guess. All right, thank you. Lou, um, how long, what's the ideal time for a vacation? How long do you think a real vacation should be?
I think a vacation should be about a month long.
Wow. Okay. Why 1 month? Why not just a couple of days?
Because a month long is my holiday in school.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So a month is your holiday in school. But what about those persons who are working, Lou? So what about those persons who are working at the office? 1 month is a very long time. So what do you think is appropriate? What would you recommend for persons who work in the office? How long do you think their vacation should be? Do you understand the question?
Do you understand the question?
Dạ, cô nói hơi nhỏ hay là do bên em nghe không rõ.
Okay. Cô nói là em nói là em đi chơi 1 tháng là mới đủ, nhưng mà cô bảo là nhưng mà với thời gian của những người làm việc ở văn phòng thì theo em là cái thời gian khoảng bao nhiêu ngày là đủ, bởi vì họ không thể nghỉ được 1 tháng được á.
Dạ. How long recommend? I recommend is 3 days.
I think 3 days is too short, Lou.
So Lou wants to spend about 1 month for her vacation, but other people only recommend
Only 3 days.
Okay. To be honest, I had the same answer as you. Okay, I want to have 1 month holiday because you travel to one place. If I spend about 5 days, then you have 2 days to flight, you know, and you also
Yes.
get to know about the city, and then you left, and something like that is not my thing. When I travel, I want to spend at least a week, you know. So
Yes.
1 month is good, but for example, like you said, people work in the office, they don't have much time, so it's very
Exactly.
difficult for them to have a 1 month holiday, except they quit the job.
Yes, yes.
So I
I
think
think the average
10 days or 15 days is like appropriate time for them
yeah,
for holiday.
yeah. I think the average is about 10 days, 2 weeks, you know. You get 2 weeks holiday, you travel, and then you are expected back at the office after 2 weeks, you know. Because when you are on holidays, somebody else has to assist with the work while you are on holidays. So it is very difficult to be on holiday for 1 month. It means that, you know, additional persons will have to help to do your job while you are on holidays. So it's very difficult to be on holidays for one entire month. I think 2 weeks, that's the normal, you know, time span, because it's really difficult when you work at an office. Okay. All right. So thank you, Lou. Thank you. So Lou, enjoy your long holidays now, because when you start to work, when you go to the office, you may not be able to get 1 month holiday. Okay. When you go to the office, you won't be able to go on a month's holiday. So enjoy it now. Okay. All right. Thank you, Lou. Thank you. So Tam, back to you, Tam. How about you? How long do you think a vacation should be?
I think from 7 to 10 days.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay. 7
Yes.
to 10 days.
Yes.
Okay.
This enough time for you to eliminate the work stress.
It's enough time for you to
Eliminate.
eliminate stress, right?
Yes, eliminate
Ah,
stress.
okay, okay. So it's enough time for you to eliminate stress. Ah, okay, nice. Or you can say it's enough time for you to unwind. So it's enough time for you to
Yes.
unwind. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. It's enough time for you to de-stress, to unwind, to relax. That's a popular word. So relax. Okay.
Yes.
Or we say take it easy. So we say we take it easy. That's an informal way. We take it easy. So when we go on vacation, we take it easy, we relax, or we chill. So chill and relax. Those are informal ways of speaking, but they're very popular, you know, because we use these phrases on a daily basis because they're very easy and they're very popular. Okay, so when we go on vacation, we talk about relaxing, we talk about chilling. So we chill with our family. We go to the beach and we chill. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what is the longest you have been on vacation, Tam? Have you ever been on vacation for like 7 days or 10 days?
Because I think with that you go on street go because we are go on street the time for go on street.
Sorry, can you repeat that, please, Tam?
Yes, because I think we have time. We have time for vehicle.
You
Yes.
have time for
Yes.
I
Say
don't
again,
think
say
I
again, Tom, please.
I think we have a time for vehicle from house to hotel or resort.
To be vehicle.
Yes, là mình
vehicle.
vì mình mất cái thời gian để đi lại á.
Okay, to transport. To transport.
Yes.
So I think someone to say it like you have to spend time to move from one place to another place. Okay, to go to the hotels, to transport all the stuff.
Yes.
To travel from one place.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Tam is saying that it takes time to travel from one place to another.
Yes.
Okay, so to travel from one place to another. Okay, all right. So it takes time, Tam, to travel from one place to another. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Bishop.
All right. Sure. You're welcome. Thank you. So Hein, what's the appropriate amount of time for a vacation? How long would you recommend a vacation should be?
Yes. Now I'm working in school. So every year we have a summer holiday. But my school has different with another university is we only 2 weeks on the summer holiday. So I recommend I should be a vacation should be 1 month. 1 month. 1 month. I will spend about 5 days or 1 week to go on a trip with my friends. To go on a trip with my friends. To go to resort to unwind. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you are very fortunate, Hein. So you work at a school, right?
Yes.
Yes. So
In
I'm sorry.
yes.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
And another university is summer holiday about 2 months or 3 months, but my school only 2 weeks. I'm very sad as that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So but you have 1 month's holiday, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So you are very fortunate, Hein, because of your job. So you work in the education sector, right? Because you work at a school.
Yeah.
So you work in the education sector. So it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's a little different from those persons who, work in an office, for example.
Yeah.
So you are very fortunate because, like we discussed earlier, for those persons who work in an office, it's very difficult
Yeah.
to be off on vacation for 1 month.
Yes.
So
So
yeah, you are very lucky.
yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So thank you, Hein.
Thank you.
Sure. So Lou, uh, when you travel, when you move around, when you go on your 1 month vacation,
Yes.
what forms of transport do you prefer? What type of transport is more convenient for you?
When I to travel, I
Yeah.
like to fly by plane
Okay. You like to travel by airplane? Why?
because the first is fast and the second is safe. And it saves time.
Okay.
Especially I have never been on a plane before, so I I could like to,
Ah,
yes.
okay. So you've never been on a plane before,
Yes.
so you want to have the experience.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And you also mentioned that taking airplane, it's faster and safer.
Yes.
Yes, but don't you think it's more expensive? Don't you think it's more expensive, Lou? It's
Uh,
more expensive. It costs more money. More expensive. So taking an airplane, uh, do you think it's more expensive? More expensive?
Tức là em có nghĩ cái việc
Yes.
mà em đi bằng máy bay thì nó có đắt hơn các cái phương tiện khác không?
Cost more money.
yes,
So,
I think it's more expensive. More, another phương tiện khác.
And other way. Okay.
Yes, I think
okay.
more expensive than other way.
Yes. So traveling by an airplane, it's more expensive than other forms of transport, right?
Yes.
Okay. What about the train, Lou? Do you have like a train service in Vietnam? In many big cities, the train, it's very cheap and it's also very convenient to take the train, especially when you are traveling. Do you have a train system in Vietnam?
Cô đang hỏi em.
Hiền translate.
Cô đang hỏi về cô đang hỏi bạn Lưu về phương tiện tàu điện đúng không? Khác với các thành phố tàu thủy thì khác với các cái thành phố lớn như thế nào, có rẻ hơn hay là gì đó không? Hình như là thế.
Như em chưa đi không biết.
Luke,
Are you okay?
yeah, you can answer. Sorry, I don't know much about the train system in Vietnam.
Okay, okay. Okay, Lou. Okay, okay. So Lou doesn't know much about the train system. Okay, no problem. But then you do have a train system, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, 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 okay. I
But
was just checking.
but the train system in Vietnam built in the French colonial time in Vietnam a long time ago,
Okay.
around 1900.
Oh, wow.
It's very
So is
old,
it very
yeah,
popular?
very old one. And the government want to build a speed train in the future, but lots of people said it's very expensive to do something like that. So
Okay.
the Parliament is still delayed to build a speed train. And at the
Okay.
moment, we still use old train from the French time and very slow. And very few people in Vietnam use a train just for like pregnant ladies or people they feel very bad with a car sick. They sit
Yeah.
on the train. Most people they
Okay.
traveled by the sleeping bus
Scooters.
or a plane because it's
Oh.
not very expensive to travel by plane in the domestic flights. It's expensive to
I see.
travel to other cities in the world, but not too
Mhm.
much in the big cities in Vietnam.
I see. Because the reason I asked is because I don't hear people talking about, the train service. I hear people talking about the scooter bikes. So I wasn't sure whether or not you had a train
Yeah,
service,
we do have,
Yeah.
yes, but I think it's still very old system and very dirty. Lots of people they don't like to travel by train like me. I only I only
Yeah.
been on a train for 2 times, and then I didn't have good experience on the train
Yeah.
when I
Yeah.
need to go to toilet. Ooh.
Okay, it sounds much like our train system. So many years ago, the train system here was very popular, but then things have gotten so modern that nobody takes the train anymore. They recently restarted a special system for school children, to transport the school children so that they can get to school on time. So, the government recently started that program, but not many persons take the train here. So it sounds like a similar scenario.
I think one more reason about why the train is so bad in Vietnam because it's run by the government.
Yeah.
Just other businesses like flights or sleeping buses, they allowed individual businesses they can compete each other, so they offer
Yes.
better and better service every year. But
Yes.
trains still run by the government, and if people they work for government, they don't pay much attention when they do, and they don't care much about the service. They think they're
Mhm.
monopoly, so people have to use
Yeah,
them.
monopoly.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
and
Wow.
then
Okay.
yeah, and then other people they just don't want to use the train, and then they don't care as well because they get the salary from the government. They don't get the money
Yes.
from the customer services.
Hmm. Wow. Okay. Sounds very similar. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. All right, guys. So I won't ask you any more questions about the trains. So Tam, what type of transport do you prefer to use when you're traveling? So when you went to Banam, you know, how did you get there? What form of transport did you use?
Bana, I went to Bana by I went to Bana by cable car. First, it's mountain.
Ah, cable cars.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah. But I want to travel by motorbike.
Okay, okay. You usually
Yes,
travel by motorbike. Okay,
yes.
okay, okay. So when you're traveling with your family, Tam, does everyone ride their own motorbike? Does everybody ride their own motorbike when you're traveling with your family?
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay.
Two motorbike.
Ah, two motorbikes. Ah,
Yes.
okay, 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 okay. All right, thank you, Tam. Thank you. So, uh, how do you choose where to go? So, Hein, you're going on a trip in 3 days
Yes.
with your colleagues. When you're going on trips, how do you normally choose? How do you normally decide where to go?
Um, Before the trip, um, I search for information
Mhm.
about the location,
Yes.
weather, famous tourist attraction,
Mhm.
transportation, or local food and
Okay.
price on the
Okay.
internet.
Okay. Okay. So before you make plans, you do some research.
Yes,
Yeah, so you mentioned that you search the internet for information. So you do some research before you decide where to go, right?
yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Hein. How about you, Lou? When you are going on a trip with your friends, how do you decide where to go? You know, do you look at photos? Do you do research?
When I go to travel with my friend,
Mm-hmm.
I often go to I often go to the internet to find out about tourist attraction,
Mm-hmm.
or I see I see reviews of friends who have been to places that I have never been.
Okay,
They
okay.
post pictures and
Mm-hmm.
share their feeling after experiences.
Okay,
Yes,
okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lou. So you do research as well and you look at the reviews.
yes,
So you look at the reviews of other people, right? You
yes,
read their remarks. You read their reviews and you look at the pictures and based on that you decide where to go, right?
yes, right.
Okay, okay, awesome, awesome. How about you, Tam? Thank you, Lou. How about you, Tam? Uh, how do you decide where to go? What are some of the things that you do before you make that decision?
Um, I will I will choose travel by other people travel stories
Okay, nice. Mhm,
because it's a real stories.
mhm.
Yes, and sometimes I also look at the comment in the TripAdvisor.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay. Ah, so
yeah,
you use TripAdvisor. Nice.
yes. In the website, I can see um, good comment or bad comment of the place. Yes, and where should to go, and what food should to try, and places you shouldn't go.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Tam. Thank you.
yes,
So Tam uses TripAdvisor. Tam,
yes.
also listens to the experiences of other people who have actually been there, right?
Yes.
Yes, so you get feedback. You get feedback, Tam, from persons who have actually been to the location, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, and you use TripAdvisor, you look at the reviews, and you look at the recommendations, right?
Yes.
You mentioned that they usually recommend places to go and places not to visit. So they give recommendations, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, awesome. I see you guys do a lot of research. Okay, okay. So I do all of these as well. I usually read the reviews, and I read not just the good reviews, but I read the bad reviews as well, because it's important to read the bad reviews.
Yes.
You know, one person's bad experience, it doesn't mean that it's going to be bad for everyone. That was just one person's experience. And remember,
Yes.
everyone's experience is different, you know? So it's important to not only read the good reviews, but the bad reviews as well. So I do all the things that you guys do as well. And I also use Google Maps. So Google Maps, it
Google Maps.
is very, yeah, Google Maps, it is
Yes.
very useful because you can actually get a virtual tour of the place that you want to visit. So when you use Google Maps, you can actually see the streets. You can get
Yes.
a virtual tour of the place you are going to visit. So for example, if you are going to Japan, if you are going to America, I'm not so sure about Japan. but for example, if you're going to North America, if you are going to New York City, you can go into Google Maps and you can actually see the streets. If
Yes.
you have the address of a particular street, you can actually see the street, you can actually see the store. So it gives you an idea of what the place actually looks like. So when you get there, it kind of looks familiar because you've already had a virtual tour of what the place looks like. Okay, so the next time you're traveling, I'm not so sure if it's available in Vietnam because sometimes some of the apps are not available in some countries, but you can try it, guys. Okay,
Yes. Thank you, Lisa.
sure.
Này, đoạn này em có hiểu không nhờ Lưu? Đoạn này cô nói em hiểu được không?
Did I lose anybody? Everyone, Lou, do you understand what I just said, Lou? Are you okay? Did I lose anyone? Did I lose anybody?
Đoạn này hiểu không em? Nhanh lên.
Are you okay, Lou? Are you okay?
Em mãi nghe quá xong.
Hả?
Đến 66 thì chưa hiểu lắm.
Đoạn này Hiền hiểu không Hiền?
Em hiểu cái đoạn là cô bảo dùng đến Google Maps các thứ đi du lịch các nơi, nhưng mà có cái câu cuối cùng liên quan đến Việt Nam ấy, em chưa hiểu lắm cái câu đó.
Không, cô nói là chúng ta có thể dùng một cái công cụ ở trên Google Maps tên là virtual tour, tức là đi xem các cái tour ảo, đi xem các cái đường xá, cái nơi mình đi thế nào, shops, rồi các cái cửa hàng như thế nào bằng cái công cụ đó. Nhưng mà cô bảo là nhưng mà công cụ đó không phải nước nào nó cũng có thể là ở Việt Nam nó không có. Cái công cụ để xem virtual tour nó không phải là nước nào có. Michelle, yesterday you also talked about a virtual tour, but when it's I heard a lot of people they book a virtual tour for the real tour guys, so they just walk around like for example like good sightseeing, and then they take the camera, and then people book their own tour and they can see what they film on the camera, for example like Zoom, but I'm talking with you on by mobile phone, so I can travel around and introduce different places, and you can ask me different questions about the place, and then I answer your questions, and they call that virtual tour. But you were talking about virtual tour using Google Maps. What's the difference, Michelle?
Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
But one is free and one is you have to pay.
That's called business. Yeah.
Because I don't know, but that is when we talk about virtual tour. Last night, the student asked Thủy, the supporter, for your lesson, and then she explained your way. And I thought, because a lot of tour guides in Vietnam, they saw that kind of tours during the COVID-19.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they
Yeah,
just like take like Zoom or something, I don't know, but they just walk around like a temple or about a town, and they just introduce what they are showing you, and then you can ask them the questions, or maybe they just introduce to you how to make a Vietnamese coffee, and then you just follow their steps, and then you can ask them, interact with them, listen to stories from them, and that's a virtual tour.
I didn't know that.
So yes, that's why now I heard you told to our students here again, and then that's why we
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Yeah. So whenever so you know, from time to time I travel overseas, and I want to see the place that I'm going to go to. So I usually go on Google Maps, you know, to sort of get an idea where to find the place, so that when I actually go, you know, it won't be so strange for me. So I usually zoom in on Google Maps and get a virtual, I can actually see the store that I'm going to, you know? So when I get there, I have an idea what are some of the buildings to look out for, you know? Because it's such a big city, and you get lost so often. I don't want to waste time getting lost. So I like to find the place first virtually, and you know, I can have an idea of how to get there.
Interesting. Okay, I have never done that before, so maybe I can check Google Maps from Vietnam. We can do that or not.
Yeah, but I think though in the group last night when I mentioned it, I think two of the students told me that that feature was not available in Vietnam, because some features are blocked in certain, you know, in certain countries. So I remember maybe two of the students, they told me that that feature was not available in Vietnam, but it's good to know about it, even though, you know, it might not be available, you know, just in case you are somewhere else, you can use that feature to find where you are, you know. Yeah, so it's good to know, even though it may not be available right now, you know?
Okay, okay. Maybe because we hide too many gold, so we don't want you know all the places we hide them. Okay, because that you can see everything. No, Vietnam say no. Important secret.
So
that's why
you know,
we can beat America and France in the war. You know about Vietnamese history, right? We have beaten American army and French army when they invaded our country. Yeah, because we used the way to hide in the forest, in the jungle, in the tunnels, you know, to fight them. Guerrilla tactic.
Okay.
So it's time for you to have some food for breakfast, and thank you very much for joining us today, and thank you Tâm, Bien, and Lưu for joining me tonight. Okay, I'm very happy that you guys can join. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
very
Thank
much.
you for
Thank
your
you,
time.
Michelle.
Have a
Thank
good night.
you.
Bye
Take
bye
care.
Good
everyone.
night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.